Okay, today I want to make a movie about my Scott 4310. That's a very special FM tuner, and I have one. And I noticed there's no movies about this thing on YouTube, so I thought, let's make one. And I will show you everything in and out, and then we can compare it to a Scott 340A. I think it's a A. And I also have a tuner that's an LT110. And it's a very simple tuner. But we'll focus on this one. The story goes that a guy that I know, he in a time he bought three pieces, one for himself and two for his daughters. And one daughter gave it back to him after many years of use. And then it was sitting at his place. And then the guy knew I was doing radios because I got many radios, as you can see. And then he said, "You like to have that?" And said, "Yeah, yeah." He said, "Yeah, it's a radio." He didn't say it was a 4310. He said, "Yeah, it's a radio." So then, and one day, I arrived at my brother's, and then he dropped it off, and yeah, it was just a radio. And when I got it, I really didn't know what I got. Did I get a receiver? Did I get a tuner? I really didn't understand it, because if you look at this thing, it's massive. And yeah, and I thought, okay, if this is a receiver, where's the amplifier section then? Where's the output transformers? Are they in the chassis under it? No, turns out this is a FM tuner only. It's built on the receiver chassis. And yeah, I got this thing, I think 15 years ago. It's built on a receiver chassis, and that's the reason why I got this guy out here, because this is the receiver chassis. And as you can see that they are both as deep. I also got this about 20 years ago, and it's still untouched. As you can see, it's fully original, and dust is still in there, but it's in nice condition. And most of the tubes are still original Scott branded. There I have the plate for it's the back bottom of the 4310. And as you can see, the wood cases, that was an option. And they're both the same. I mean, they're the same height and depth or whatever, same material, same construction. Everything is the same. Yeah, it's this piece is really beautiful. It's counting a lot of tubes. As you can see that you can see all the tubes, the settings, diversity, master, and slave. Often these FM tuners were used as a tuner for a cable station or whatever, and then they some sort of a head end unit. It receives, and then they put up the signal on the cable network. Yeah, this it's amazing condition. I'm missing two shields there, but that's okay. I probably have them somewhere. Because when I got it, it was untouched and still. And there you get it. 4310. They say, there you get the meters. And I do believe the left or the right meter, that doesn't work. The tuning indicator works, but of this unit, the left or the right indicator doesn't work. They say it's basically a Scott 310, and then they put a 4 in front of it, and they put some extra materials on there, so it's much better. This unit works, and I've used it a couple of times, and it sounds amazingly. I mean, I got many tuners. As you can see up here, I got many tuners, and this guy sounds the best. I got a FM 200B and FM 300 or FMR 300 from the Fisher. A friend of mine has a FMR 1000 of the Fisher, and soon we will compare this tuner with his. The FMR 1000 is also really rare. So basically this is a Scott 310, and then they they put up a lot of extra parts. As you can see, these are output adapters. You can have them 600 ohm or 75 ohm or whatever. I think these are 600s standards. This unit never was fooled around with, and here we have the smaller one. And what I find amazing is that you have the same front end in there, and you can see the difference that here you have the stages, and there's just 3, and here you get many more, and that's where the quality comes in. And then there's tubes for the meters and all kind of extra circuitry. The stereo decoder is also integrated in this, because with this one, this is the stereo decoder, and the stereo decoder is the same here with this receiver, and the front end is also the same with this receiver. These were very expensive. At the time, I think they were about $450, and was what, 61, 62, or maybe 63. I think they only made them for 1 year, 2 years at the max. Here we got some tests, and there you can see that a Scott 340B with a wooden cabinet costed extra $29.95. The 340B was $3.99, and if you wanted to have AM, it was $459. And I do believe that was the price of this Scott 4310. So you could get a receiver for this, and then you just got a FM, and the receiver is already really good. I have 2 receivers up here. This is a Scott 340B, if I'm right. Yeah. And this is a pretty rare one, a 345. It's got these weird tubes in there, as you can see. This also works. Yeah. And this is the older model. Anyway, it's not about these 2. It was about this one. The only thing that I find cheap about this 4310, they used beautiful materials, and I'm missing 2 knob caps there, but that's not too bad. Is this round thing there? It works, but I think, okay, I mean, you spend $450, at that time was a huge amount of money. And yeah, you get these things on cheap all American 5 radios as well. Usually the cheap radios, they have the round dial. And yeah, I never understand it because this yeah, it's nice, but it's cheap. Yeah, and they also use that. And then they got up with the B series, and as you can see, they got the slide rule dial, which is much nicer. I mean, Fisher also used it. They used it from the begin. Fisher always used the slide rules, and I never understand. I think it's cheap, but yeah, I think they also got that, and then they started to use the slide rules. Um, yeah, for this class, it's I think it's not really acceptable. Um, which is strange because when they designed this 4310, cost was no object. Usually, a company has to make money, and then the engineers are being told, well, we still have to make money, so make sure it's cheap in production and cheap in whatever. With this one, Scott wanted to show what they can do, and they did a good job. And but they also got a good price tag. Here you can see this is an original Scott tube. As you can see, focus. See, yeah. If I turn it, but this thing is fully equipped with Scott tubes. But I bought a complete new set and put that in to save the Scott tubes. So everything in here is basically new, and I got the Scott tube saved up somewhere for you never know. Yeah, so I will take the caps off, and then we can, because I had them loose and I had a plan to, because I also have the bottom taken off. Here you can see all the tubes. And then I got here too. I got this. See, then you can. Anyway. Now you can see, just to remember, this is a FM only receiver, no AM. It doesn't have an amplifier section. Look how full it is. It's unbelievable. And as far as I know, this thing is fully original. All the parts that are put in at the Scott factory are still in here. I never worked in this, and it does have a little problem. At some point when it warms up, one channel starts to distort, and back then I measured, and I do believe that one of these caps is leaky. That's the cause, so I will have to replace that, and then it will be fine again. But now, what was maybe 10 years ago, and it's still all original. And I think if you want to use this, then you should do full resto on it. I saw 2 rectifiers down here. I also have the service manual, and I think I also have the owner's manual with it. But yeah, I moved into this warehouse from my home, and all the documentation got put in a box and boxes somewhere, and it's not important for this video. I can show you the back. Yeah, let me put it down. So that's from the rear. So yeah, a lot of adjustments, a lot of things. There you go. The 600 ohm output, which is a normal value for a network audio out antenna. Yeah, it's beautiful. I probably get questions if it's for sale. Yes, it is for sale. For the right price, it's for sale. I'm located in the Netherlands, so if you want to have this thing shipped over to the United States, it's possible. And I think it's costing you about 150 euros to ship this thing over. Yeah, it's in like new condition. It really is, and I can show you the cabinet. The cabinet has some issues, but as you can see here, but in general, it's nice. Back then, I put it in my suitcase and brought it home. I wasn't afraid back then. So yeah, there you have it. Look at all these tubes. It's unbelievable. It's a beautiful sight, huh? Again, next video probably will be that I will be using this with an antenna, and we can compare it to the FMR 1000 that my friend has. And well, this is all I have to say about my Scott 4310. And I hope you enjoy this video. And yeah, maybe you learned something from it. I don't know. Yeah. Have a nice day.